Hi beautiful people, today I'm going to be sharing with us how to draft a pencil skirt. This is the length I'll be working with. And so the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take the skirt length measurement, which is 19. So I'm going to just go ahead and measure out 19 like that. And then I'm going to measure a hip line, that's from the waist to the hip. I have 8 inches. So I'm going to measure 8 inches across like that. And then I'm going to draw a line across like so. So after drawing the line, the next thing I'm going to do is to measure my waist. The waist is whatever your waistline is divided by 4, so I have 7.5, and then I went ahead and had 1 inches that I'll be using as dart. So for my dart, I have 3.5. To get the dart, you have to measure your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So that is why I have 3.5 as my dart. And then I'm going to go ahead and measure out the hips. The hips is your total hips divided by 4. So I have 9. So I measure down the 9 at the length. And then I'm going to go ahead and connect the dots. So on this skirt length, I'm going to go in by 2 inches. So that way, it's going to come out pencil. The skirt is going to come out pencil. It depends on how pencil you want your skirt to be. And then what I'm doing right now is to figure out my darts from the hip line. I came in 2 inches up. And then on the waistline, I came down by 0.5 inch. And then I'm going to go ahead and connect the waist like so. I'm going to draw a curve like that. So we have the waistline, and then I'm going to take out the dart, and I'll go ahead and connect both on the sides. Okay, so by the side of my skirt, I'm going to come up by 0.5 inch, and I'm going to go ahead and join the curve. Please note, you're supposed to join the curve to the dart, not the way I'm doing it. So yeah, so just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out my pattern. Okay guys, so I have my front skirt pattern cut out like so. So the next thing I'm going to do, we're going to be cutting out our back pattern. It's almost the same at the front, so I'm just bringing in the measurements I have for the front and passing it to the back like so. The only difference with the front and the back is that the back, you'll be adding the slits, and you also be adding the zipper allowance. So I'm just taking the measurements for the back like that. So this is me doing the darts, coming in by half an inch. So I went up by 1.5 from the hip line. Then I went ahead and drew the dart. Okay, so on the skirt length, we went in by 2 inches at the front. So for the back, you're going to come in by 1 inch on both sides, like I'm doing. And then by the side, you come up by half inch and you connect it to the dart. So for the slit, you come up by 6 inches by 2 inches, like that. And then go ahead and cut it out like so. And so we have our back pattern. It's just almost the same thing as the front. It's just a little alterations. Yeah, just little manipulations here and there. So we have the back and we have the front. So for this skirt pattern, I won't be using a band. So I'm just going to fold in the dart so I can get the waist. So I'm tracing out the waist, and then I'm coming in by 2.5 inch all round. This is for the front. Please always note that the front is on fold, and I'm going to do the same for the back. So this pattern, I would only be using it to turn in my skirt. And always remember that I have not added any zipper allowance. No, sorry, any allowance, any sewing allowance. So anytime you're going to cut it on the fabric, make sure you add your sewing allowance. Thank you. If you're yet to subscribe, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you.